Apete. Pastor is in Iowa, Apete. Stand up for mommy now. Why you sitting? Our mom is a good person, a good personality. And the preachers get up and go again. Mom is your welcome. Thanks for coming. Thank you, man.
Still in my youth, I can do some other things. And what I'm doing now, I'm the Chief Executive Officer of a drinks company, a depot. And I just started it. It's going to be 1 year this September. And I've made moves. Because you see people selling drinks and you wonder. But there are people selling drinks and their own is different. What did I bring into it? By the virtue of education, when I started, I said, how am I going to make this different from the others? It's because I was educated. I said, okay, let them sit in their own, let me go and give it to them. Nobody does that. So they will just send their order to me. Just send the order to my phone, and then we'll come and drop it. But these are our catchment areas. We will drop it. Just stay in your shop. We are coming to you. What made me think out of the box is because of education. The other people that have been selling are just there. Most of them are probably illiterate. Let me just stay in my shop. It is when customers come. But now I'm saying, as my customer sits down in your shop, I'm coming to give it to you there. And they're happy about that. They just make bookings and I take, and I push, and I push, and I push. And in an instant, everything is gone. I roll over again. So because somebody said, even if you are not educated, some people are making it. Yes, I see people who are uneducated making it. And then when they want to marry their wives, they go and marry a PhD holder. Because they know the importance of education. I can speak to you because I'm educated. If I have millions, I'm a billionaire. They cannot invite me here today because I won't know what to say to you. That's one of the disadvantages. I cannot speak, I cannot talk in public, I cannot say anything because I'm not educated. So education is important, is of immense value. I will start from the fact that education in itself is indispensable. You just can't do without it. It's indispensable. It's something that you need, something you must use, something that will make you walk the walk and talk the talk, something that can improve your life, whether formal or informal. We are talking about formal education here today. An educated person is one who knows the right way of solving his or her problem. You know how to solve it. You are not held together by myths or some old beliefs. If you go and poo here, if hands is on it, that means that you have diabetes. It may not be true. But that's a those myths. Those are things that people say. It may not be true, but when you are educated and you are out of the box, you are able to know that no, it's not necessarily so. It may not be. That's thinking outside of the box when you are educated. Now, what are the reasons? Why should I be educated? It confers on you a certain prestige. Wherever you go, they will look at you. Wherever you go, you hold the microphone, you want to speak, people are going to listen to you. Yeah, you don't know that man. You don't know that woman. Yes, whatever comes out of his mouth, he said, that prestige you will carry it. There is no way. It gives you a sort of prestige. And knowledge, you are able to know. You are educated, you travel to England, and then you enter a shop. You have all the money, you are a businessman, businesswoman, you have millions, you can buy your ticket. Okay, I'm now in London. How am I going to say anything when I enter a shop and I want to buy something? Or am I just going to put my money down and be pointing at the back? You have to be able to communicate. That's one of the advantages of education. Anywhere, all over the world. It's not only your space. I can be good in my village because I'm the richest in my village. I'm not educated. When I go there, I will speak my language. Everybody understands. And by the time I'm getting down, like everybody's rank and they tell me, Olowo today. Yeah, well, they all understand my language, but you cannot make impact in the world. My scope is limited. It's only that my village that can be impactful. Only that place. I can't go anywhere. I can't make any impact. If I go to China, I can't speak Chinese, but I can speak English. They will translate if I'm doing business. They translate it immediately and people can understand what I'm saying. But if I go to China, I want to speak Igbo or Yoruba or Hausa, who is going to be translating? No matter whatever money I have. So there is also a promise of a life that is better. A life that is better when you are educated. There is a promise. Okay, I'm educated. I can hold my own. I have people who are educated, who are tailors, they are better tailors. Who are mechanics, they are better mechanics. I've seen people who have gone to university, their holiday periods, they are learning something. And then they are together with a mechanic that is uneducated. And you are a mechanic, you are educated. You see that people will come more to the one that is educated than the one that is not. Because his manner of approach will be different. His knowledge of things that he will use will be different. He can explain to you better what he intends to do by virtue of that education. If the other man cannot explain, the other man can just tell you, hey, as I'm hearing the sound, it's like, I'm not sure, it's maybe I will check this one, I will check this one. But that one can know if he hears a sound, okay, that's the sound from the crankshaft. That's it. He doesn't have to second guess. That's it. The prestige education confers on you is there. And then you have the promise of it. Because nowadays, don't think outside the box. Don't think when I'm educated, I'm waiting. Lagos state government is going to employ me. Abia state government will employ me. That's why I say your education should make you think outside the box and do something for yourself that makes it better. If you are sitting at home and you are not doing anything and you have graduated, you are educated. Think, what can I do? There is something that will come to you. There is something that you may love doing from when you are young. Now, let me focus. I've always liked to be shining my shoe. My shoe must be serious. When they see it, okay, let me go and learn how to make shoes. And you that are educated, you are making your own shoes, you are buying your own more than the other person. I like putting powder and all. Let me go and learn how to do makeup for people. I have a friend who has 4 children. They are graduates. None of them is looking for work. The first one is a makeup artist. The second one is a tailor. She went to serve in Enugu and went to learn how to make bridal gowns. And after the service, she stayed there to finish learning how to sew. And today, she came back to Lagos and opened a shop and making bridal gowns and all. She's educated. My friend's daughter schooled abroad, Cambridge. She came back. She opened a fashion house, and that's what she's doing. But everybody's patronizing her. She made this dress for me. Everybody's patronizing her because her own is different. That's the thing. A fashion designer is different from a tailor, although they both use the sewing machine. Yes. But one has a certain way that he has packaged himself or herself that the ordinary tailor may not be able to do. And that's because of education. Now, you are more able to socialize when you are educated. You can go anywhere and mix with people. But the Baba that is not educated but is a billionaire will be limited to his village. When he enters, I've said that already, when he enters where intellectuals are that don't understand his language, he cannot function, he cannot socialize with them because they cannot understand it. That's also why education is important. Through education, you get to know values. What are the society values that I can hold on to? Although our values are lost now, because this thing has advantages, but it has more disadvantages. There is nothing that I don't see here. I won't be tied anyone. There is nothing you can't see here. But if you are a child of God, you know that some things, it tends to evil. It will attract you. Come and watch me. And then you start watching things that you are not supposed to watch. So it has confined a certain thing where we are, am I going to say, knowing too much, exposing our children too much by this singular act. I remember that the first speaker said, in our own days we were watching, by God's grace I'll be 59 next month. So, in our own days, it's only NTV, NTA, television that we watch. and life, the society was better. We were all our brother's keepers. You can leave the house and go and come back and like nothing will happen to you. But if a small child leaves his house today, maybe somebody somewhere there, the child has already been kidnapped. And the next time you see the child, his body has already been mutilated. Those are things we don't used to see before. So the society is changing. By the end of the day, education, most of these people that do these things, the one I read about Abeokuta, where somebody killed the girlfriend, one 19-year-old boy, he's not educated. Because I can't believe that somebody will sit down, your girlfriend, your friend, you could twist her neck, you could chop off the head, you could cut her into pieces. I don't know. All because you want money. Our value system, that's why I talk about values. Our value system is tending to be wrong. In our own days, our mothers had time for us. But everybody's running after money now. And parents too, it's like they don't have time for the children to inculcate certain values into them. These are the things that are accepted. These are the things that are not accepted. I went into Ibadan supermarket a few days ago and I saw a teenager. Somebody else said she saw another person. Bra, topless, the breast was, no, she exposed and she didn't feel anything. We were looking at her breast for free. Somebody's child, that girl cannot be up. I don't think she should be up to 16. And she didn't care. We were all looking at her. So the societal values. Through education, knowledge is passed down. Now I'm a medical doctor. After some time, I'm going to grow old. We start training some other people. Every time we keep on training people in different fields. That's how the society gets to move. It's not as if these ones are educated today, tomorrow. When these doctors go, when they are old, they can't work again. You can't have more doctors. You can't have lawyers. The process of learning is always ongoing. It does not stop. It never stops. So education is something that helps you to be better citizens. It helps you, you know what is going on all over the world. You become better. It helps you to grow. You are able to create a better society. It allows us to create employment opportunities. I've told you, when me now, as small as my franchise is that I think it is, I have 6 people working under me, and I'm paying them. So you are able to create more employment opportunities for people, and then you are able to train more people. Because right now, to get a job isn't easy. That's what I've said. When you are learning, the informal one, as the formal one, is also important. Learn something to do with your hands. The Bible says, whatsoever your hand findeth to do, do it well. So your hand is there for you to be creative, for you to think of what you can do with it. After you have the formal one, have the informal one. The intelligence you gather by having the formal education will be most useful when you are desiring also the informal one that can be used by you. Now, it's not, I just have a BA. BA now is like school science. After my BA, I want to move forward. You go and do your master's. After my master's, for some people, you go and do your PhD. You are able to secure your future. You become a lecturer with your PhD. You can do some other things. If you pass, if the two of us goes for an interview, and I have a BA, and he has a master's from a good reputable university, they will look at his CV, look at mine. They are probably going to take it first. Okay, this one is better, it's more learned, more educated than the other one. So let's employ this one. He's more educated. So education does not stop. Like he said at 50, he's still learning. Learning does not stop till old age. It doesn't stop. You can still continue. My husband became a lawyer after he left the seat of Speaker of Lagos State. He became a lawyer. He got his PhD after he left the seat as Speaker of Lagos State. But my husband is a lawyer. He has a PhD. He's also an accountant. He's also an economist. One man. A politician. Okay, now it's not that I'm also a politician. It's because it did not stop. So my children are driven. My husband will say, I will see you will break my record. You have to also go and do your PhD. It's only my daughter. I'm a medical doctor. The doctor said, Daddy, until you become a medical doctor, that's when I will know. Me, that's me. And the others can go and be doing PhD than you, but go and be a medical doctor. Then I will know. So it's just what education confers on you. And then you are able to improve the economy. The higher your education, you get better employment options. People that grow up poor but educated, they have higher chance. Let me now tell you something. Because Focus Center wanted me to tell you this story. Yesterday, she said I was telling you. Now, are you allowing your background to limit you? I'm from a poor family. I can't. There's no way. I can't make it. Let me just go and learn to do something. Your background will not limit you. You will need to pursue your dream. Yeah. You must ever have a dream. Children, am I communicating with you? I want us to communicate. Yeah. When you are young, you must have a dream. Do you understand? This is what I want to be. I had a dream to become a teacher. My mother was a teacher, and I loved the way she would dress in the morning. She came to school. So me too, as the first girl, I had brothers before me. I want to be a teacher. When I graduated, I still had that dream of being a teacher, and I taught for 15 years in 2 secondary schools in this place. And now, after I moved, I did a transfer of service to Local Government Service Commission. There was a day, as the wife of the speaker then, I traveled with some honorable members' wives to Abuja. And then, inside the plane, immediately we disembarked, there was this tall, huge, like Focus Lender, who came to me and prostrated in front of me. And I was like, I don't know. He said, you were my teacher at Ajumoni. Look at me very well, ma. Monsoon now, you used to buy my school uniform for me. He came from a very, very poor family. His uniform will be torn, and I will buy uniform at the end of the term. Now, Monsoon, you can't be wearing this way. Then you used to be my teacher. I'm now in Abuja, and you must follow me to know my house and meet my wife. And we came in a jeep. A driver came to take him. And then I went to his home. Was I happy? I was very, very happy. And then another one. My daughter was in the US, Atlanta, to have a baby. I also have another student in Atlanta, Padeke, who called me up. That, you said you were coming to the US. Are you here? I said, I'm here. And then he came to visit me in Atlanta. He saw my daughter, saw the baby. And then I left. I came to Nigeria, leaving my daughter. Like, okay, you are okay, I can go. My daughter fell sick and she had a baby. But immediately she called up Fadeke. Fadeke came immediately, carried the baby, and took her to the hospital. That's the thing. I wanted to be a teacher. That's why I say you must have your dream. What is your dream? Go. So when you wake up, don't think that anything can do. My parents are poor, they cannot do it. I won't be able to because they can't. My husband came from a very, 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 if I say very, very, can I say poor? Is that something that is more than poor? The poorest of the poor. I will say that. I've just coined something. I'm an English student. The poorest of the poor. For you to know that being poor also has categories. He came from the poorest of the poor. They could not pay school fees. He finished primary 6 at the Awolowo Free Education. Primary school and finished. He entered secondary school. His mother would struggle and put firewood on top of water from Ekpe to come to Butero to sell before they leave. By the time he got to Form 2, they couldn't do it anymore. So he had to leave the school. Then he had applied for a scholarship. Then they were giving scholarship in Nigeria, even for secondary school. And then he applied for this scholarship. Let's see whether he will pass. He was very brilliant. So that's the first thing. Be focused. Be serious. Be focused. Once you are focused, There is nowhere you will achieve your dream. There is nowhere. They gave him a scholarship. His name appeared in the newspaper. His parents cannot read. Somebody saw it and said, is this not your son's name? Come on, you can't let somebody read it though. I saw this name. By that time, they had already registered him to learn how to pump tire as a organizer. He had already started going to learn how to pump tire. And then they withdrew him when they saw that it was his name. That was how he was able to finish secondary school. And in the whole of the Ekpa division in 1974, he was the only one that had a grade 1. In 1974. So that's what I want you to know. You must be focused and not be too playful. You are all over the place. You don't know what you come back from school. You don't have time that you will study. Your teacher is not calling you that so. Evelyn, oh yeah, good girl, answer this question. And you stand up and you answer it. You don't know because you don't stop. And immediately he got that grade 1. He now got another scholarship to go to Romania. That was how he went to Romania. That was how he had a master's degree from Romania. And he came back to Nigeria and he started working with Afribank. It was IPWA then. Before he eventually decided to join politics. And look, by the time he became Speaker of Lagos State, his parents were dead. And when he became the Speaker, he went to Ekpa. They said they want to honor him in that secondary school. And then, when he got on the podium, before he spoke, he bursted into tears. He wept bitterly. I'm crying because my parents are not here. They will never have imagined in their life that their son can never get to this position. So I'm telling you that there's no position you cannot get to. Don't limit yourself. Have your dream and don't say because my parents are poor, I'm only having this dream. Have that dream. Stay focused. Somehow your dream will carry you. If he wasn't brilliant, he wouldn't get scholarship. That's where I'm going. Do you understand? There's always an opening. God will always make one opening for you when you are serious, when you are focused, when you have your dream. And you pray with it and you tell God, this is what I want. And then he was speaker for 10 years, his parents were there. And he stood to jump that podium and called his friend that when we want to do literary and debating on this place, I will always borrow his pair of shoes. Because my own shoes are rubber slippers here, they wear. I will say, Kayode, remove your shirt and let me wear it before I go. So, by virtue of education, if you are serious and focused, there is nowhere that you cannot read. So, I want to debunk it. Don't have it at the back of your mind that my background is going to limit me. Because I come from a family, it's not possible for me to reach where I want to reach. You can just be good at whatever you are doing. That is good. I'm not saying you should be good at Yahoo. Don't go and join those ones. I understand that they have Yahoo mothers now. They are not even ashamed. When women are coming out and are saying the association of Yahoo mothers, and they are not ashamed. You see the society. But something is going to happen. They say they are doing Yahoo Plus, killing people. They are laying causes of their generations yet unborn. They will still suffer the consequences. And then the other innocent people that are coming will also suffer it, what they know nothing about. That's it. So don't go there. The Bible says there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end of it, what is it? Is destruction. So to them now, they are making money, they are enjoying, they are buying houses, 20-year-old boy having mansions. Their end, destruction. Probably some of them will drop out of school. They want to make money. My friend is doing that. Let me quickly make it. The end is destruction. So you have a happy life. When you are educated, you can stand anywhere. Education secures respect for you from society. You get that respect. People will respect you in the society. You are able to afford your own. You only have to cut your quota. I have not seen somebody educated and having an informal thing too that is sleeping under the bridge. No. No matter what, we will do something. We will think of doing something by virtue of that education. There's provision for comfort for you like Nelson Mandela said, he said, education is therefore the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. That's what Nelson Mandela said. You all know who Nelson Mandela was. Do you know him? Who was Nelson Mandela? That was the former South African president who fought apartheid to a standstill. That's Nelson Mandela. So he said education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. Education is the stairway to the growth and development of mankind. It's something that shapes society and shapes it into a better world. So in essence, I'm now trying to conclude. Education is a process of learning, and you acquire skills, you learn, you have more knowledge, you are bringing more value to the society. Your morals should be better when you're educated. Then your beliefs and habits will change a bit. You will get out of those old people's beliefs, things that are not empirical, they don't have empirical evidence, and they are just telling you, this is how our forefathers used to say it, but it is not true. You are able to know the truth from what is false. You know what is true from what is false through education. So you have interactive thing with people. You are able to have empathy with people. You put yourself in other people's shoes. You are able to do that when you are educated. And then you have equal opportunities. You can start. Look, one thing my parents taught me when I was growing up, before I entered university, that's why I say parents of these days, I don't know whether they don't have time, whether because we are all running around for money, what is most important to be done, they have left it undone. My mother told me that, look, I told you I graduated at 19. So if you remove 4, how old was I when I entered university? I was 15 when I left secondary school. And then my mother told me, my daughter, if a man should do like this to you, you will get pregnant. And once you are pregnant, your school will stop. That's what she told me. And I believe that. And then when I got there, you know, there's something they call rush, Jambite rush. When Jambite come, all the year 4, year 3 boys, they come to be toasting Jambite. And then I had one toaster who was in part 3 there. He would come to my room, he would drink my 3 top. It was 3 top that was in Nigeria now. Don't have all this orange whatever. We will drink my 3 top, I'll give him biscuits, and then we will go and watch film at those go at home. That period, one film, Ogun Days film, Aye came out that time. And we went to watch Aye. And when we were coming, mistakenly, we are going to the hostel together, I just did this. I said, Kayode, don't ever let me see you in my room again. I started crying. I said, that means that I'm pregnant. So I went over, I told my mother, I said, somebody else, and it was a boy. Are you going to take me to hospital to go and check whether I'm pregnant? Yes. And my mother said, no. She now explained in full for me. But I knew, and I trusted my mother. But you see, 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, these days, they're already meeting men. They're already meeting men. And there is no way they're already having sex at a young age. Those are the things that have rendered our society the way the society is now. That you need to change. You have to be determined. Well, when I have my own children, this is what I'm going to do. This thing that mommy is telling us this afternoon, I'm going, even if I'm sleeping with men before, I'm going to stop it now to face my education. Yes, sir. That I'm going to stop it. Because those men, they are lying for you. By the time they destroy you, they are going to marry another girl. You too, you know. So don't allow them. Tell them that I still want to focus on my education. If you still like me, by the time I'm almost finishing from university, come back. And you too, and you go to the university. And education gives you, that's why I say, you have a better life, a better orientation. If there be another orientation my parents taught me, when I entered university, they sat me down, they said, in my class, are we only girls? I said there are boys in my class. My mother asked me, those boys, are they going to get married? I said yes. Now, are they going to provide for their family? I said yes. My mother said, you too, you are a boy. You should be able to provide for your family. That's what my mother told me. And up to today, wish my husband was here for you to know that I'm not lying. I've never asked my husband for 1 penny before, unless he gives me. And my marriage is 37 years by God's grace in October. I'm not a woman that will go to a man, you must give me money for food. He will give me, because I will provide food for him, and he will be happy. And at the end of the day, he will give me even more than I think he should give, because I'm already doing it. But some women will not be able to do anything for themselves. Give me money for bank. We must buy this. Soap has finished. There is no sponge. Another person's child. Marriage is supposed to be a partnership. Is it supposed to be one marriage? That's true. But it's true. And everybody says my husband was 64 a few days ago. And people look at him, they are 64. Because they are speed. I won't ask him for anything. But he will shall give me anything. But I'm already moving, I'm doing it. My parents already told me that I'm a man. What if I'm a man and I'm married? Am I not going to send my children to school? Am I not going to feed my wife? Am I not going to feed people? So why do you make yourself less? I want women. The women that are here, stand up.